Hello, good sir, a moment for your time.
Yes?
How would you like to win an all-expense-paid trip to one of the most gorgeous cities in all of Equestria?
I guess. Where is this again?
Why, it's Griffonstone!
Griffonstone. Really? Griffonstone. I've never heard of this place before.
No need to worry, Magnus. Your expenses are all paid in full. In fact, your train's leaving right now.
But I haven't agreed to anything.
Fantastic. Get on your train right now. Shoo-shoo.
But I didn't do anything. No, stop, no. What? Wow. I've been to some really horrible places in Equestria, but whew, this takes the cake. This place is just awful. Who is ready to talk some griffins? Today's episode, we finally get to see where the griffins live, and wow, is it a horrible place. We also get some history and backstory into how the Griffin Society works, and kind of their personality types and stuff like that. And it's kind of generalizing to say all griffins are greedy, but at the same time, they're griffins. I guess we don't really care. And can I just say, Rainbow Dash is extremely unhappy about the whole situation. She does not like griffins at all because of one experience with one griffin. I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, they're all kind of jerks in Griffonstone, but still, gotta keep that hopeful attitude, Dashy. Gotta do it. So anyway, our friends finally make it to Griffonstone and realize it's a horrible dump. And they try and find out what happened. Why is this place a horrible dump? And they run into Gilda again. Oh, what a surprise, Gilda. Huh. Gee willikers, Gilda, you still a jerk? You still a grump? Yeah, you're still a grump. Fantastic. Things never change. Good to see the status quo is kept in check. So we actually get some backstory into how Griffonstone became the dump that it is. We learned that some big bad creature decided to take the Griffonstone's idol, the thing that they worshipped, and gave them pride. And ever since then, Griffonstone's kind of been a dump and not had a king. I guess when you lose something, I mean, you don't go get it back. It doesn't make sense to me because, I mean, think about it. If this thing was so important to the Griffins, they would have got it back. Sure, yeah, you gotta fight a giant big bad monster to get it, but, I mean, come on. If this is your idol, this thing that you love so much and need to feel pride in yourselves, then why the heck are you just letting it sit there at the bottom of a chasm? I mean, at least try and go get some help. You could ask equestrian ponies for help. But oh no, Griffins are too prideful for that. But you just lost the thing that gave you pride. Something's not adding up here. And with that wonderful story behind them, Pinky and Dash decide to try two totally different ways of solving Griffonstone's problem. Dash is gonna go try and get the idol back, while Pinky stays around and tries to fix Griffonstone her way. Needless to say, Pinky has some words with Gilda and finds out that not only is she a grump and a jerk, she's also a horrible cook! I mean, come on. Anybody who thinks that friendship is a baking ingredient obviously has no business baking. Back at Dash here, she's trying to retrieve the idol and oops, something goes wrong with that grade A Griffin robe. Fantastic. And let's just talk about the real villain here. The real villain isn't the big bad monster that stole the idol. It isn't Griffonstone's horrible problem. It isn't any of that. It's that darn Griffin shopkeeper. I mean, come on, lady. Rainbow Dash just paid you bits to take her and guide her down this chasm. I mean, what the heck, lady? You're just gonna leave her high and dry, take the money and walk away? Seriously? Let's talk about the true villain here, the horrible work ethic. I mean, come on! After Pinky finds Rainbow Dash, she goes back to Gilda and says that, Gilda, you need to help Rainbow Dash. She's in some deep trouble. Not to mention a deep chasm. And we get a flashback to adorable little Gilda. And oh my goodness, if that face doesn't kill you, you're a stronger man than I. Flashbacks aside, Gilda decides, you know what, it's time to go save Dashy. And so she does. With the help of Pinkie Pie, of course. And man, I bet when they get to this bottom of this chasm, they're gonna have a giant fight with that giant monster and it fell to its death. So you're telling me that the big bad monster that we all were afraid of and that we couldn't go get our idol for has been dead this entire time. And we could have gone and got that idol anytime. I can see why the Griffins are not mentioned that much in Equestria. But oh no! Gilda finds the Griffin's goblet, but she has to choose. She has to choose between the goblet and Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash. Of course she chooses Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash, because I mean, come on. You can't let two adorable ponies die for a chunk of gold. Needless to say, after that, all's well that ends well. Gilda found out that, you know what really Griffonstone needs? Friendship. That's what'll solve our problems, not some gold trinket. Let's actually talk about the episode itself, because I mean, if you think about it, the way Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash go about things are indicative of curing the symptoms or curing the disease. The way Rainbow Dash was going about things, sure, it would have helped bring back the pride of Griffonstone, but it wouldn't have changed the Griffins that live in Griffonstone. They still would have been greedy, they still would have lacked friendship or any other kind of emotion except for greed and self-filled pride over a trinket. Whereas Pinkie Pie's way of doing things, granted, might take a little longer, but it helps more Griffins in the long run. I mean, it's going to help Gilda make some social interactions, because let's be honest, Gilda's not exactly the most sociable of Griffins, and it'll also help the citizens of Griffonstone become better Griffins. Maybe expanding and branching out their borders and learning to trade and stuff like that. Get more things besides Griffonstones into Gryffindale. And maybe one day, just maybe one day, Griffonstone will finally become the kingdom that Twilight imagines it to be. Because I'll be honest, I've been here for 2 weeks, and this place is still as horrible as when I came. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm Ultramag64, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye. Can I please leave now? This place is a dump. It smells like bird poo 24/7.